Words of play, words of prey. Part two. Part two means to hit the ball into the hole for the amount of strokes allotted for this hole. Part two, TOW, means to. Partay, okay, usually says to have a party. It means to share. It means to partake. It also means two and three because it's two and three for the reason that te, T is 1 and 5, and the extension of 1 and 5 is 3. And in between 3 is to your left and your right, and that's 2. So you share with the others, you're sharing with the left and the right. Otherwise, it's one-on-one. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. You must just put things together. I just watched the rest of the Mandela Effect, where things seem to be replaced with what has not been there, but seems that it acquires a name. I remember Jim Neighbors passing away from throat cancer. I remember Nelson Mandela dying in jail. I think I heard Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. I don't think I ever heard Magic Mirror. The other thing is, when I started this project, it was crazy. I looked at the signs on the road and it was like they wanted to tell me something. They were big, bigger than they should have been. They weren't little letters, they were big letters. Well, anyways, when I allotted myself into the hospital, the name of the hospital was God's Hospital, Hôpital de Hôtel Dieu in French. They recently changed the name to the Hospital of the City name, but now they opened a micro brasserie for a micro god, and they called it Brasserie, bra, which means arm, just like in Brazil, which means arm of zillions and millions, Brazil, the arm, the extended arm, out to Africa. I extend my arm out to Africa. They called this Dieu de Ciel, which means the house of God. So things, yes, do change, and we are living in a world of matrix, and I don't even know, I know I'm real for the fact that I'm here, but the reality is in the system is what system am I real in? Is there another system that when I wake up tomorrow morning, a lot of people will not understand what happened yesterday, and they won't remember what they heard yesterday for what's going to happen tomorrow? I highly believe that because in my numbers and all my work, and I'm going to just extend this. 1, 2, 3 will equal 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, and 6. 4 will equal 7. 5 will equal 8. 6 will equal 9. So 1, 2, 3 is 7, 8, 9. 4 is 7. 5 is 8. 6 is 9. 7 is back to 7 again. 8 moves to 5, moves to 3, moves to 9. 8 ends up being 9. 9 moves to 15, moves to 6. 6 moves over to 3, back to 9 again. All zeros equal 6 because we put it through. Otherwise, look at the distance between here and here. But what if I had to go the whole distance? What happened to time? What happened to time? Do you have a lot of time, some time, or no time at all? But if you have no time at all, you'll never make it to tomorrow where you're here today. And if you are here today and you're going to tomorrow, it's all of today and into tomorrow. Understanding that we need the 4 corners, there's only 4 parts of time. Therefore, we have 4. In order to make a day, we need 3 times 4 in order to make 12, which is only half a day. But it's half a day of a whole circle is the way the time is working. So it's 1.5, okay, 1.5 or 2 times 4 equals to 8. 1.5 times 8 equals to 12. 2 times 12 equals to the 24-hour day, and we haven't even actually make it. Because the reality is, when they say 9, there's 9 to a face. Even if the face is void, there's 1 here and there's 8 around. Now, if I need to make it to tomorrow, and I need to make it from the center here, you see the way I put the point up? Over here, I need 1. I need 1 part, so I need 4 in 1 part. But since the surrounding of time is equal to 3, 6, 9, 12, I will go 9, okay? I will go 9 plus 3 will equal to my 12 for the first part, and 9 plus 3 and 3 to be equal to my second part. Now, since this is confusing, I'll make it a little bit easier. We need 12, but if we get 12, okay, we have surpassed 9, and we have added on another 3. So 9 is actually 3 times 3. We have 4 times 3, so we have 1/3 more to complete the day of 9. Now we need another 3, so we need 9 and 6 to complete the day. 6 and 9, 9 and 6, the cat's pregnancy. 9 times 6 equals to a 54 face. We have 6 sides of a 9 face equals to 54. 27, 27. The first 27, 3 times 6, 3 plus 6, 6, 6, 6. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6, 18 and 9, 27. But because it's 0, 9, it becomes 69, and 18 becomes 79, and 8 equals to 87. October equals to 87. 78 is if you add up 1 to 12. Remember, 9 is the face of numbers. So to make it over to the next face of numbers, we automatically need 3. We need 3. Triangle to the top, triangle to the bottom. The 2 triangles connect this corner here and this corner here to create your whole square. This is your diameter. Are you following? We need 15 hours to make it around the first part of the half day. We need the half day of 12, and then we need 3 more hours to make it to 3 o'clock. 180 minutes, 180 parts, 86,400 seconds in a day. 3 times 86,400, or 8,640, or 3 hours, if that's what the calculation is, equals to 25,920, the Mayan count. Divide that by 5, equals to 5184. 3 times 17 is 51. If you want to reverse it to 15, 3 times 5. 3 times 28, the cycle of the moon, equals to 84. 84 represents Pluto. 51 represents Mars. 84 and 51, 135. The letters are A, C. A, since it's a vowel. C brings in the E sound. It becomes 3 and 5. Okay? Or ACE, same ace. 135. That is your birth. The ace is the 135. 1 to 26 added, 216 hours and 9 days of a Mayan schedule, plus the link day, equals to, excuse me, where was I? Hold on, let me put on pause. Let me take it off pause. I believe that there's 64 metric minutes in a day. A metric minute equals 1.5. 1.5 times a metric minute equals 96 minutes. But because man needs the processing time, it ends up to be 90 minutes. So 1.5 times 60 minutes in a day equals to a total of that 90 minutes. Remember that 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals 3 and 4. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 7 equals 19. The two sides of I love you. Why is it the two sides of I love you? Because we both get the lemon ball, the orange ball. In order to get the orange ball, we need the 10 from the blue ball. Because we have a 0 in the blue ball, add 6. Add 6 to the 1 and 10, it creates 7. But because it's now 16, when you add the 16, it equals to 136, which is 135 ace, plus 1 is 136, and we did the rotation back to number 1 again. And it's numbers and numbers and numbers, creating designs and locations. I'm not sure where else I'm going to take you. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 61, 62, all the way to 69, which becomes 7, 8, 9, 7 again. This is time. This is Jesus. This is communication 101. 1 passes through this. 6 and 8 is 14. 9 and 5 is 14. These are all the numbers if you go to the game of craps and you look at how the game is set up. It's 4 and 10, 0, 4. 1 and 0, 16 and 64 is 80, becomes 86, 101 on the two sides of 7, in which in gematria, they go up to 6, saying F, then they go G and H back down to 6 again, 686. 8 times 6 times 8 is 384, and that's a Jewish leap year. Now, the 19 number is 19 times 19 is 361, and that's 1 degree more than 361. Now, we go to 364 days in the year, brings us 4 times 91. When you add up 1 to 13, it equals to 91 times 4 is 364, and then we have 1.25 is for the arm of the clock, the arm center of the clock, that little space area. That little space area. Do you notice on my nose I have this, but for the rest of my nose, I have to go all the way around to get half. I get all of my nose here, but in order to get the rest of it, I have to go down to the other side. I know it seems like high cock and bullshit, but for me it's not, because it works, because that's what got me to today. I went through 11 years of medication, heavy medication, where I can no longer think. Schizophrenic, bipolar, altered current within the mind. That's what it is. You can think what you want about me, but I already know the difference. Spirit of 76, this will now become 13. This number over here is what creates double nickel. When you're in horse racing, win, play, show is always a $2 bet. It will always pay a minimum payout no matter how much is bet. Even if they lose money, they must give you back 10 cents. All 10s equal to 16. That is the letter P. Okay, that is the letter P. Here is your 78. You split in 78. 66. 66 equals 36 and 12. 36 and 12 is 48. The reverse is 84. 6 brings you inside of Pluto. 7 and 8 is your doorway, and if you add up 1 to 12, it equals to 78. The queen is what splits everything. The hats on the jack and the king are flat on the head. They show you JDE on the beards, but the queen shows you the angle. Inside of 7, it shows you 80, and back to 86 again. Remember the chessboard. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 8 is 64 in the chessboard. Okay, 8 and 8 is 16, brings you to 80 in the chessboard by 8. But over here, it's reflected inside 67 and 13. 6 and 7 is 13, and 67 equals to the 80. 08 becomes 82, cycle of the moon. You go around and you get 101 communication. 101 through the 7th gate. It's all pretty simple. This one area brings you to the 9 lives of the cat. The rotation between the dog and the cat. Dog reversed is God. 9 times 6 is 54. The number in the sun. 9 areas on 6 sides equal to 54, but you can only use 4 sides because the other sides are spinning in the North and South Pole, right? So you get 9 by 5 equals to 45. 9 by 4 is 36. And 18 on the opposite sides that work together inside of each other. 85 is the number to the matrix that is run in the 9 birth inside of Mars. These two numbers, 29, 6 and 5, 3.141592. is the 6, 5 is the numbers in pi. This and this equals to a total of 137. 9 and 7 equals to 17 equals to 8. 6 and 6 equals to 12 equals to 3. Runner of the church. Remember, 2 and 1 equals to the 10, 10. Minus it, they both equal 7. Minus 1 and minus 2 will equal 6 and 8, right around 7. Everything is 7, 8, and 9. In fact, 9 is not even there. Everything is played through the 7th gate as 9. The 7th gate through the woman of the 9 birth. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of confusing Pegasus. Thank you for the squareness.